here, and it's Saturday. It's a little outside. It just rained here in the Midwest, but I just wanted to come for my African American ladies out here, but everybody. But I'm a black woman. Okay, so I'm gonna talk to you about my experience. And I'm just out and about today, and I saw something um, that was quite disturbing. Um, we have to do better, y'all. We have to do better with our health. I always talk about health and wellness. A lot of us are just struggling out here. We're in survival mode, but we have to get to a place where we decide to love ourselves and love on ourselves. And by that I mean not just saying, oh, I love myself. No, that's not enough. Love is an action. You have to show yourself, you have to show the world that you love yourself. And number one, that starts with what you put in your body, physically, emotionally, spiritually, environmentally. All of those things take a part in who you are, especially if you are struggling or if you are going through something in life and you're trying to figure shit out. A lot of times it's the company that we keep, it's the places that we go, it's the things that we watch, it's the things that we listen to, right? So take a minute out your day to meditate. Some call it praying, whatever gets you to that inner voice, that sense of peace that you find, whatever is in your spiritual routine. I don't care if you're a religious person or not. I'm not religious, but if you going into religion is something that is you think is making you a better person, then okay, fine, whatever. But whatever that is, you need to find it. Because I'm out here and we going out the house, we looking any kind of way. We don't care about ourselves. Some of our kids are just coming out, any kind of way. Your children are a reflection of you. You are a reflection of your children. You and your children are a reflection of your home and your kingdom. Listen to what I'm saying. When I say kingdom, I mean your spiritual kingdom. I mean your legacy. I always talk about finding that six-figure job, right? Getting that resume, booking a coaching session with me. All of those things are key. But another major key is, what are you doing for yourself within, spiritually, mentally, physically? If you're not going to the gym, I don't like to go to the gym. I'm not running unless somebody is chasing me. I'ma just be 100 with you. But I am conscious about what I eat and what I put in my body. If you're going through any ailment right now, you have any dis-ease, not disease, dis-ease. Because words are powerful. The tongue is powerful. You all need to know the definition of the words that you are using. Learn the etymology of the words that you are using when you are speaking, when you are putting your intentions out into the universe, when you are writing things. Just as intentional as you are with that resume, you need to be intentional about what you want to bring into your life. When you go into prayer and you go into meditation, it's not enough just to say, oh, well, I want or I need, or some of you all out here, just y'all begging. But that's another topic for another day. We won't get into that today. But be intentional, okay? Be very intentional. It's no fun making money and you sick. It's no fun making money and you don't have the right people in your circle to go enjoy it with. It's hard being that person in your circle that can afford things that the rest of your friends cannot, or the rest of your people cannot, the rest of your family cannot. That's not to say that you are better than anybody else, because you're not. But at the same time, not everybody is going to be on your same wavelength. You hear people say, find your soul tribe. That is very important. People that are thinking like minded. But at the same time, if you and all your friends is broke, that's like mindedness too, right? But is that necessarily good? Is that positive? No. No. Somebody has to think outside of the box. I was talking to a client this week, and I said, well, have you heard about government contracts? Are you familiar with sam.gov and all of that? And she's like, yeah, I heard about it, but I don't really know much about it. So I gave her just a brief synopsis. And I was like, the government contracts for everything. And I remember being on YouTube years ago, and I saw this lady say that she won a government contract for pencils. And so my client was like, and I've been working with this client with, different things, not just resume and jobs and stuff like that. But coaching, right? And she was like, well, why would the government want to be looking for anything for me? Like, why would they put out a post or a bid for people to buy things for them? Aren't they able to get that? And I've been working with this with this client for a long time. So our relationship is a bit different from most of my other clients, right? And I just said, the 45, 50 and up crowd, this is no dig. This is no dig at all. I mean, no harm. And I'm going to tell you all this with love. Y'all do not know everything. Just because you have been at the same job for 10 plus years and you think the benefits are good and it's a reliable job, you're going to get paid the next 2 weeks. That is not the end all be all. Y'all need to learn how to think outside the box and do something different. It is no reason why you say at the same job 2, 3 plus years, making the same amount of pay or pennies, because some jobs will give you 2, 3%, and then 6 months later they're going up on your damn insurance. So now you making less really than what you was making last quarter after the raise. You guys have to learn how to pivot. I looked at contracts, over 98,000 contracts, and this is for so much. I mean, light bulbs, psychiatry services, mental health services, doctors, dental services, administrative services, professional services, project, post-it notes, ink. They're looking for so much stuff, but because people get so wrapped up in what they think they don't have, or I don't have a degree, or I don't have this, or I don't have that. I told another client, because she's looking into contracts and stuff too, and I said, well, have you looked into, I asked her the same thing, and she looked at sam.gov. I was like, well, look into some, and she's like a executive assistant, glorified secretary, right? And but smart as a whip, she can do a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? And I said, have you gone on there? Because I just looked on there 2 weeks ago, and they were looking for a bookkeeper. And she like, well, I ain't no bookkeeper. I ain't no accountant. I can't. I said, it's something called QuickBooks, right? I said, you can add, multiply, subtract, and divide. And she was like, yes, now I can do that. I said, okay then. Stop saying what you can't do, what you don't know how to do, and just do the shit. I need y'all to be like Nike. Just do it. Just do it. Nothing beats a failure but a try. Stop overthinking yourselves out of these jobs, out of these positions. Stop thinking yourselves out of making substantial money. Stop thinking yourself out of way to get out of this rat race and do your own shit. And this is not just for my sisters. This is for everybody. I don't give a damn what color you are. At the end of the day, this is 2025, and if you living in America, the United States of America, you need to learn how to pivot. Unless you're a millionaire or billionaire already, you better find you a way to pivot. Because shit is going down, and it's not looking no better. I just left the store, They want $4.99 for some damn strawberries. That's insane. It's insane. But I'm not going to stay on here long because it's Saturday. I just wanted to come and give you a bit of encouragement, okay? All my information is in the link below. Look for me. My information is in the bio. Go ahead and book a session with me, a one-on-one session. You can get my DIY kit, or you can do the turnaround service. You send me your resume, you let me know what you want, and I'll turn it back and send it to you within 48 hours. Okay? And let me know if you guys want to hear more about these kind of things, because it's multiple ways to skin a cat. Okay? So have a good day. Learn how to pivot. Always be positive. Peace.